Question 41. Which of the following statements regarding energy relations in organisms is or are correct? So, the first statement A. In cellular respiration, photophosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation occur. This statement is wrong because in cellular respiration, it is substrate phosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation. It is not photophosphorylation. So, phosphorylation is the production of ATP in cells. And there are three types of phosphorylation. Photophosphorylation is when solar energy is used to produce ATP. Substrate phosphorylation is when complex molecules are broken down into simple molecules to form ATP. And the other one, oxidative phosphorylation, is when molecules are oxidized to form ATP. So in respiration, it is substrate phosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation. So A is wrong. B. During metabolic reactions, ATP oxidizes to ADP. This is wrong because metabolic reactions can be endothermic and ectothermic, or it can be catabolic and anabolic, and it does not always have to oxidize ATP to ADP. It does not happen all the time. So B is wrong. C. Energy stored in ATP can be converted to electrical energy. That is correct. The energy stored in ATP can be converted to different types of energy. So this statement C is correct. Then statement D. Substrate phosphorylation occurs in the Krebs cycle. That is also correct because in the Krebs cycle, we know molecules are being broken down. So then statement E, all metabolic reactions release energy. That is wrong. Some reactions are endothermic, that means they absorb energy, and some reactions are exothermic, that means they will release energy. So the correct statements are C and D. Answer number 4. Question number 42. Which of the following classes include animals having internal fertilization as well as external fertilization? So they are asking the classes of animals which show both internal fertilization and external fertilization. So when we talk about Osteichthyes, that means bony fish, they show both internal fertilization and external fertilization. Mostly it is external fertilization, but still they show both, so A is correct. Then B, amphibia, again they show both internal fertilization and external fertilization. Mostly it is external, so B is also correct. C, reptilia, they only show internal fertilization. Then chondrichthyes, that means cartilaginous fish, they only show internal fertilization. Aves, that means birds, they only show internal fertilization. So the classes that show both internal and external fertilization are Osteichthyes and amphibia. A and B. Answer number 3. Question number 43. Select the correct statements regarding the respiratory pigments of animals. So, statement A, myoglobin is present in bony fish. That is correct. We know myoglobin is present in vertebrates. So, fish is a vertebrate. So, A is correct. Then B, hemoglobin is present in mollusks. That is wrong. Hemoglobin is present only in vertebrates and annelids. It is not found in mollusks. B is wrong. Statement C, chlorochlorine is present in annelids. That is correct. Statement D, hemoerythrin is present in annelids. That is also correct. Statement E, hemocyanin is present in reptiles. That is wrong. Hemocyanin is present in arthropods and mollusks. So the correct answers are A, C and D. Answer number 2. Question number 44 is about smoking. A says it stimulates the secretion of mucus by goblet cells in the respiratory tract. That is correct. Because of this smoke, they will cause the goblet cells to secrete more and more mucus. That is correct. B says smoking causes tuberculosis. That is wrong. Tuberculosis is a disease caused by a bacterium. It is not related to smoking. Then statement C says decrease the oxygen transport in blood. That is correct. So we know in the smoke there is this gas called carbon monoxide, and carbon monoxide will bind with hemoglobin and it will decrease the space available for oxygen. So because of that, the amount of oxygen in the blood will decrease. Then statement D says inhibit the action of cilia in the respiratory tract. That is correct. So in this smoke there are chemicals like hydrogen cyanide, and they will stop the cilia from working properly. So D is correct. Then statement E says it reduces the heartbeat. That is wrong. In smoke, there is something called nicotine, and this nicotine will temporarily increase the heartbeat. So the correct statements are A, C, and D. Answer number 2. Question number 45. Which of the following contributes for the maintenance of resting potential of a neuron? So A says unequal distribution of sodium, potassium, and sodium potassium chloride and large anions inside and outside the neuron. That is correct. So we know the charge separation is there because these ions are distributed differently, not in the same amounts. So it is an unequal distribution. Statement A is correct. Then statement B says active transport of Na plus out of the neuron and K plus into the neuron in 3:2 ratio. That is wrong. For the resting potential, sodium is transported into the neuron and potassium is transported out of the neuron. Statement C says opening of more K plus channels than Na plus channels in the neuron membrane. That is correct. Statement D, transport of more Na plus into the intracellular fluid of the neuron than K plus. Again, that is wrong. Sodium plus is not transported inside. It is transported outside to the outer side. Statement E says transport of chloride from the neuron to the extracellular fluid. That is wrong. That is not contributing to resting potential. So A and C are correct. So it is the answer is 5. Question number 46 is about parthenogenesis. So we know in parthenogenesis what happens is there will be an egg cell, and without fertilization, without fusing with a sperm, this egg cell will develop into a complete individual. So considering that, statement A says produce a complete individual from an unfertilized egg. That is correct. B says it produces female honeybees. That is wrong. If you read the section under parthenogenesis, you can see only male honeybees are produced by parthenogenesis. So they are called drones. Statement C can be observed in some lizards. That is correct. Statement D forms only diploid progeny. That is wrong. So if we consider those male honeybees that were formed by parthenogenesis, they are called drones. They are haploid organisms. So statement D is wrong. And then E says it can be seen in all vertebrate or all invertebrates. That is wrong. So A and C are the correct statements. Answer is answer number 5. Question number 47. Which of the following combinations are correct regarding the skeletons of animals? A says in annelids you can find a coelom. That is correct. Then B says in cnidarians you can find a pseudocoelom. That is wrong. In cnidarians, their gastrovascular cavity acts as their skeleton. So this gastrovascular cavity is a type of a hydrostatic skeleton. So cnidarians, they don't have a pseudocoelom. They don't even have a coelom. Then C says echinodermates have calcium carbonate plates. That is correct. D says reptiles have bony plates. That is correct. And then E says nematodes have the gastrovascular cavity as the skeleton. That is wrong. Nematodes have a pseudocoelom, and their pseudocoelom acts as a hydrostatic skeleton. It's not the gastrovascular cavity. Gastrovascular cavity is found in cnidarians. So A, C, and D are correct. Answer number 2. Question number 48. In which of the following responses the biomes that are encountered when traveling from the North Pole towards the equator are given in the correct sequence? So basically they are asking the biomes in order. So if you arrange the biomes according to the order you can find, when you're going from the North Pole to the equator, they are asking to select the answers which have them in the correct order. So if you consider the order, the correct answers are A and B. So the answer is answer number 3. Question number 49. Select the correct combinations with respect to the use of microbes in industries. For A, yogurt, lactobacillus bulgaricus, that is correct. Vinegar, gluconobacter, that is correct. Then C, citric acid, it is not spirulina. For citric acid, they use Aspergillus niger. Then D, for lipase, rhizopus, that is correct. E, vitamin C, this is wrong. For vitamin C, they use Acetobacter. So A, B and D are correct. Answer number 1. Question number 50. Which of the following statements are correct regarding spoilage of food? So under spoilage of food, we discussed 3 types under this chemical spoilage of food: fermentation, then rancidity and putrefaction. Then statement A is saccharolytic microorganisms are responsible for rancidity. That is wrong. Rancidity is caused by lipolytic microorganisms. Statement B says putrefaction occurs mainly due to breakdown of proteins. That is correct. Then C, lipolytic microorganisms are responsible for fermentation. That is wrong. Lipolytic microorganisms are responsible for rancidity. Statement D, acids are formed during fermentation. That is correct. Statement E, rancidity occurs due to generation of amines. That is wrong. So B and D are correct. Answer is answer number 5.